that you must just do, right?
Yeah.
Don't just think about it.
Yes. Just do it.
Just do it. So that's part of what I was like. People will ask me too. People will comment. People at church, friends of mine from San Antonio or different parts of Texas, be like, "I like your podcast." I'm like, I mean, I guess that's what it is. And then some people will be like, "Hey, I'm trying to start one." And you see my equipment, right?
Yeah.
Overall,
this is legit.
Overall, but my recording equipment is just my phone.
Yeah.
And I said, honestly, you don't
Quality's good enough.
You don't need the mics, and you don't need the lights, and you don't need this and that or the other thing. You just need a phone, and you can literally put it on Spotify.
Yeah.
I was like, does this stuff help? Yeah, it helps with the
sound
audio
quality.
pickup and like J Rock. He does the producing for Johnny's show, and he has his own show, and he has like, have you seen his setup?
No.
It's like,
I mean, I think it's all legit, right? Like you can get there, but you're right. And that's how any business should start too, is you just do it. You just start it, you learn, you adapt, you pick it up, make adjustments, keep going. And then you make some money or like whatever it may be, then invest in like equipment and like keep going. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, little by little. And his setup is super nice. I mean, is it the best podcast out there? No, probably Joe Rogan or whoever else has way, because they have like producers in the background.
Oh, for sure, yeah. People are writing everything. They have teleprompters or whatever.
Yeah, well, Justin has like TVs, and he can like.
Yeah.
I did it the other day. I did a virtual one with Elizabeth Schmidberger. She's another agent. She's super awesome.
I think I saw like a clip of it. Did you post it yet?
I don't think so yet.
Okay.
Maybe, but I need to work on it because I'm not familiar with. It was like via satellite because she was in Lockhart. Like, if you ever watched Joe Rogan's, and it's like, hey, Phil, look, I don't know the guy's name. Look it up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it says on Google.
I mean, I think it's cool because you can have like the videography. So like you can watch it too, which is a different experience. But sometimes like when I get ready in the morning, I'm listening to Rob Dial. He's the mindset mentor. Mm-hmm. And I just listen to him. And I know he has his videos too, but you just need enough for like the audio too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, because I guess in the definition, and I don't know it exactly, but a podcast doesn't have to be a video, right?
Yeah, no, it just has to be something you can listen to.
Because I think my pastor's pastor, he's in Florida, and he has a podcast that my wife listens to, and I don't think he might be on video. I don't know, but it's just him. It's just him and a mic, and he's sharing 10 to 15 minutes of, a message that he wants to share that week.
And then the same thing too, like you're saying, like it's just all for my phone. It is amazing the things we can do with our phones, like for real.
Yeah.
I don't need I make my own videos too for all my listings, so it's like I know I don't even have like what is it called? Where you hold
gimbal?
it. I don't have a gimbal. I've had one before. I had one when COVID happened, and I would always get videos for my clients. Mm-hmm. But now, I think I've learned the art of like stay still and like turn. And turn.
I mean, I guess if you're still enough, like if you're like nervous and you're shaking with your phone, but.
Well, I can't walk with it. Like I can walk, but you can see like the movement. That's where I think the gimbal really helps.
Maybe we'll get you a sponsored gimbal. Maybe Epic Realty will.
And then do it. And then do the turn and then keep going. Yeah. But yeah, you can make pretty cool videos just from.
Yeah, I did a lot of content creation, obviously for the Kavanaugh crew.
Yeah.
And then I've done it for some other, clients of mine, like agents and small businesses here in town. It's all from my phone. I do have a nice Sony camera.
Yeah.
But so when I started editing videos, like I just learned everything by research and by trial and error.
Yeah.
And then I started to get some outside clients outside of the Kavanaugh crew. And Matt and Alicia, they encouraged me, like, yeah, do it.
Go for it.
So then I'm like, let me look at Adobe Premiere, the editing software.
Yeah.
And I did like a trial for like a week, and I'm like, this is so much. Like I can't. My brain, it just couldn't like. If I took the time, maybe, but I use CapCut and I use Instagram, the Reels internal thing, and TikTok, the internal editing sometimes for just something simple and easy. And it was the same way with the camera. Like I could bring the camera out, but then you'd have to buy a gimbal for the camera, and those are way more expensive than the phone ones, because the phone you can get for like $50. The other ones are like few $100s.
Yeah.
Or more.
I like your mics. I asked you which ones you had, and then you told me, and I was like, hold up. Those are a little pricier than
They're
I wanted.
good, but we went through
quality. I bet. Yeah. So I was like, okay, that will be a future investment that I'm gonna do. So
they are great though. We started. I had the little $25 Amazon ones. The little,
What, they had like the little fuzzy thing on it?
Yeah, it's like a little small thing like this, and you can clip it, and you see people holding it, and like, hey, I'm here at 123 Fake Street, and then as time went on, we recorded more and more videos. Content became more valuable and for us, and so Matt and Alicia are like, okay, let's invest in this equipment. Let's invest in some other equipment.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like all at once, And this whole setup was a bundle, like this soundboard and the mic. And
that's cool.
I think the soundboard, the mic, and the headphones all came in a bundle.
That is nice.
And it was worth it. And I think I want to get new mics sometime. There's nothing wrong with them, but there's some that I've seen podcast people like they hold it. They're like, hey, I'm here with Vanessa Pizana.
The radio voice.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I think these are cool.
Yeah.
You should bedazzle them though.
I mean,
invest in that. No, I'm just joking.
Maybe I'll bedazzle one for our female guests. Yeah. Here's the bedazzled. I mean, you see me with the bedazzled one, but all right. Well, I'm here with a good friend. We've known each other for just a short period of time. Vanessa Pizana. She is a real estate agent and a real estate flipper.
Yeah.
From what I know, right?
Yes.
And she's a amateur. I don't even want to say amateur. You're almost like coming to a professional level of a baking, cooking. Yeah. Like, is it baking mostly or cooking?
I prefer baking. My husband is an amazing cook. Okay. So I say that he's like the head chef and I'm sous chef. But yeah, I also love to cook too. But baking is just like, it's just so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of funny that, like, because my brain doesn't care about baking, but my daughter, she's 13 now, and her and my wife, the other day, like, one of our favorite things to do is to enjoy the Christmas like feel and the season and the feeling, like so much so that we put our tree up in September. Like, it's going to be up the end of this month.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And the other day I'm scrolling through TikTok and I see like this video is like 10 different holiday baking ideas, and they have the music, and I'm like, oh, I'm like in just the good feels of joy and love, right? And I told my wife and daughter, I was in my room, and I said, hey, y'all come over here real quick, and like it was something important. I was like, all right, I have a request. I want to we're gonna set aside a budget for you guys to buy a bunch of stuff so that you can have a full day of baking, right?
Yes.
And they're like, my daughter, especially, her eyes are lit up, and my wife totally loves to bond with her to do that. So
baking. It is like that's what it turned into, and that's how I started. It was last year. I got the KitchenAid mixer for Christmas, and it like matched my kitchen. It was like, oh my gosh, such a great gift from my husband.
That's a plus.
And
good job, husband.
Snaps for him. But I was already like baking cookies and doing stuff, and I was like, man, it would be so much easier if I did that. But then it turned into like, I want to try this cookie, and I want to try this, and I want to try this. And you're slowly building up your skills. And it's the same thing. It's something to share with family or with my stepdaughter when she's over. We're always like sending each other TikToks of like the Christmas feel, or like, it's awesome. The best, or like how many days until Christmas. So yeah, that's honestly how I started just baking, was because it was also, I'll say it was also a nice thing, especially like in real estate. It's a long transaction, right? Like, and you work it and it takes a minute. What I love about baking is you start it, you work on it hard for like a few hours, or just depending on what you're making, but you have an end product. Yeah. So it kind of gave me like the sense of like, I did it.
Right. Accomplishment.
Yes. Yeah. So that's kind of what I think baking was for me too, especially when it was just like, man, the market was an interesting year.
Yeah.
It was something else.
It was challenging.
Yeah. I found like it was therapeutic
to
bake, and then I just get to give it to people.
I get that because a few years back, we bought a house, and I think we had like a space in our laundry room, and I was like, we can buy a table. Let me make one. I've never built anything before, and it's still standing today.
It's standing,
right? It's in our laundry area. But I get what you're saying. Like, after it was built and put together, and I sanded it and stained it and sealed it, I was like, oh, cool. Do I want to do it for a living? No.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy that little feeling of accomplishment. And then resurface our kitchen table that we got on Marketplace, you know, like sand it down and paint it and stain it and do all the things. And so
I think that's the thing that I don't ever want to forget is I just want to keep learning new skills, having new experiences. And same thing when we were like flipping houses, it's the same thing of like, all right, we have projects. There's definitely the most important is like the numbers aspect, right? But then you also tap into your creative side of being like, I just want to make this beautiful. So learning about the different trades, the different skills that go with it, and how you can differentiate between like what you can appreciate, like this is like of quality. Cooking, baking, like making a table, like you start a project, you finish it, and you learn something new that you didn't even know, like, dang, I didn't even know I could do that. And then you see it and you're like, all right, okay.
Well, let's get into that a little bit, because whenever we were on a property tour, we were somewhere, right? And there was a house, and I was like, man, this house is like, it's kind of like, it's not in good shape. And you're like, oh, this house is great. But like your vision for that, like, how did you get into flipping or remodeling or whatever that, you know, realm of your life?
So I've been doing real estate for like over 6 years now. And I met my husband in 2020, and he does investments. So when we met, we came together. That was a dream of ours, was like, okay, let's like, I feel like I could do great. He's been doing this on like the numbers aspect for so long, but it was like, all right, now it's time to put it to the test. Like, could we actually do it?
Yeah.
And it was like a couple who flips together. Trust me, there's like some tough conversations there, but we made a really good team. And the part of flipping, like I've always been into like, I did art in high school. I've always had more of like a design, like perspective. My sister, she's an artist. Like I feel like it's in my family, very creative, but it was like, okay, how do I make something beautiful within a good budget so it gives you a good return? And that was a fun challenge of like, how beautiful can I make it look, but also keep my price really low. And our first house we did was in Seguin, and that one was really nice. We got lucky with that one. But you kind of just study Pinterest. I looked at things that were cool. Being in this industry, you hear a lot of conversations of like, oh, I like this, or I don't like this, or things like that from your clients. And I will say everybody has different tastes. So something that one person thinks is absolutely beautiful, someone else is like,
right,
you know? So you kind of want to look at what is the most appealing to like a larger audience. And because in the end, my goal is to sell it. It can't be my favorite things. It has to be like, okay, well, I know the majority of people like this, so I'm going to go for it. And you just kind of like, first of all, you work on like the majors, like plumbing, foundation, electrical, HVAC, your roof. And after you take care of those things, because a lot of people like to jump to the pretty stuff first, you got to take care of those main parts first.
Yeah, it's not going to matter.
And then you can go in and being like, all right, like what flooring, it looks beautiful with like, you know, that makes it nice, open and airy, like color of the walls, your granite countertops or butcher block, like depending on what the house looks like. How do these all flow together to create a home that feels welcoming and exciting for people to buy? So that's really how we got into flipping. That's cool. Same thing, looking at a bunch of houses and seeing what looks cool and what looks beautiful and appealing to people. So yeah, I'm still learning.
Nice. Yeah. Oh,
pause. I don't know. That's cool.
So you're flipping. You're talking about like you can't make it your favorite stuff.
Yes.
And I can't remember. I started laughing because you might have seen this clip. It was like Love It or List It or whatever, one of those shows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Where like it was the husband and wife that come in and they hated everything.
Oh yes. They're like reaction when they come in. They're like, this is not what I said.
Can you change it back?
And that's the thing too, is like you want to be like, I'm gonna do something creative and I'm like gonna go off the wall, and then you're like, man, no, you missed the mark. Like, keep it clean, keep it simple, like, and as much as you really want to like throw in your personal touch into it, sometimes I'm like, you can do that through furniture. You can do that from like in that aspect. Like let the new buyer put their like paint the walls or whatever they want to do with it. It's their house, but
you just want to make it,
simple enough,
attractive to the eye enough, but not to where it's like they didn't hire you to be their personal decorator. Yeah. If they did, then cool, go all out. Yeah. You're like, I'm waiting.
I'll use your money to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right, cool. So tell me, because we only know each other so much, right?
Yeah.
I know you're married. I know you love to bake. I know you love real estate, and you have an eye for improving homes, right?
Yeah.
Tell me more about you that I don't, where'd you grow up? Where'd you come from? Okay. What's your favorite food? Random stuff.
That's a tough one. So I grew up in Cedar Park, north of Austin. Went to Vista Ridge High School. Woo. Go Rangers. And then I went to Texas State for school. I have a communications degree.
Gotcha.
Originally, my plan, I did like newspaper and yearbook in high school.
Okay.
So I wanted to be on TV.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I wanted to be like, or do journalism. I really liked layout. Honestly, one of my favorite magazines was, what is it called? The ESPN magazine?
I don't know.
So I used to work at Sport Clips Haircuts.
Okay.
I started in high school.
You cut hair?
No, I was a receptionist.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I did not cut hair. I was a receptionist. So we always had ESPN magazine delivered to the store, but the layout, like the pictures, it was so nice. So that was one of my favorite publications.
Yeah.
So when I went to college, kind of coming back to my story, I worked at Sport Clips in college too. I was going in for mass communications originally, and then I changed my degree to just like communication studies in general, which honestly was probably the best thing ever, because I remember my dad telling me like, Mijita, you're going to go get a degree, but all it's telling you is that you can start something, you can finish something, get a degree in whatever, like just finish school.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, communication studies, that translates into absolutely everything that we do. So like marketing, just sales, like everything we do, we communicate all the time, nonverbal communication, all this stuff. So I really loved it. I enjoyed that degree, and I still I think about it often, like every day. So then after that, I lived in South Austin for a long time. I worked for a couple startups. I actually worked for Sport Clips Haircuts, their headquarters, because their headquarters is in Georgetown.
Oh, cool.
And I opened up stores all over the nation. I was in charge of their marketing plans. And then after that, I was like, man, okay, so I learned print marketing. I've learned about like direct mail, newspaper, advertisements. I want to get into digital. So then I started working for a startup called Shelton Interactive. They're a PR agency and like social media agency. But I was on the website side of their whole position was we worked with a lot of thought leaders who have a book. So if you are in charge of like podcasting or whatever it may be, you're going to be the expert in that space. And then they would help you be like, oh, I wrote the book on that, right? So then you also have your social media engagement, your social media platforms. You have your website, your hub, and then your PR agency. They're like trying to get you in front of podcasts or like interviews, newspapers, whatever it may be. So I was in charge of the website portion and ensuring that our design, like your branding, was consistent throughout.
Right.
Probably one of the best places I've ever worked at. I learned so much at that place. And like looking back, it's like, man, what a beautiful time I had. It was just like a buzz. Like it was a startup, very successful. But yeah, it was like really cool. I think of that time in my life often because I learned, like, that was probably the position that pushed me to grow as a person in my career. Like that was the one that really pushed me. Then I worked for another startup where we did mobile apps and development. And that position, I worked so hard. I don't even know how many. I would wake up. I know I've said this. Actually, I said this in a podcast before, an interview with my previous brokerage. But I would wake up at like 6 a.m. And I'd have a phone call or like a meeting with my team from the Ukraine developers. And then I'd get ready, whatever, go to work, be at the office all day. And then I'd come home, maybe have dinner. And then I'd have a meeting with my team from India. And then I'd go to sleep. And I'd do it all over. Like, I was working so hard. And I thought that was like, this is it, right? Like, I've made it. Like, I'm working so hard. Shouldn't I be getting paid more? Like, it was just like, what the heck?
Right.
And that was the moment where I was like, I work so hard. I can do this for myself. Like, why am I doing this for somebody else who's telling me, like, how much my time is worth? Right. And that's how I got into real estate, because it was like, all right, I'm going to own my own business. I enjoy talking to people. I like houses.
Yeah.
And that's how I got into real estate, really, was because it was like, man, I'm working so hard. I want to do it for myself. I lived in South Austin for probably like 10 years. And then I met my husband and moved to New Braunfels in 2020.
Nice.
2021, actually. I met him in 2020.
Okay.
I moved here during the freeze, like literally the day before that everything shut down. I was in the process of moving, and I brought all of my clothes and stuff except for my jackets and except for my winter clothes. So that was fun. I had like really good jackets and coats, and I didn't even have them while I was here. So that was fun. Then that's when I started doing like the investment side of things, or like flipping homes. Yeah. And that took off. And after that, I mean, here we are.
Yeah. Here you are.
I give you like my life story, at least career-wise.
Career-wise, yeah.
Getting here.
So before, so that was good, because you got into how you got into real estate journey.
Yeah.
And you're a good storyteller.
Thanks.
Before your, these adult careers or jobs, did you have any kind of like fun, different, like strange kind of work, as a teenager, as a kid? Like...
well, honestly, working at sport clips, like I worked at sport clips when I was my first job ever, 16.
Oh, wow.
And then after college, I moved to their headquarters. So I've worked for sport clips for a long time.
Dang.
Which is the same thing too. I knew that business like the back of my hand, and it was the same thing, running a business, like understanding how, maybe just not completely understanding, but like, okay, this is how like the store runs, how it functions, how marketing happens, like things like that. So that was my first job. I did a lot of babysitting gigs.
Okay.
Which is cool, because my neighbor, the house we went to in South Bank, my neighbor, is still my parents' neighbor, I used to babysit those kids. They're older now. But her mom lives right across the street.
Oh, cool.
At that house.
Like right now she lives there?
Yeah. So I told her, I was like, hey, and she's like reached out to me a few times of being like, do you have a good handyman or like someone for pool? So, and she told me what neighborhoods. So when I had an open house there, I was like, oh, you have to tell your mom to come say hi to me. And she came over. It was so cute. Cool. It was so nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, babysitting. I worked at Sport Clips. I worked at Randall's as like a food sampler. Like, try this?
Here, would you like a little granola with yogurt or something?
I worked at Starbucks for a good minute.
Cool.
Yeah, I was a barista. And then I danced folklorico. My sister has a folklorico group in Cedar Park, Fiesta Mexicana. And I danced since I was like 5th grade through college, probably like a couple years into college.
That's super cool.
Yeah, that one. And my sister still has it. She's been dancing since she was 3.
That's
and now
awesome.
She's taught so many students and people, and very community. Like, it's crazy of just like your community. Yeah. People being involved in.
So would you say that's your hidden talent? If someone were to ask, what's your hidden talent, or what's your thing?
Yeah, I guess that could be a good one.
Because if you didn't know, I didn't know until today. I'm like, you're so folklorico dancer. Like, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think I could still do it. I'm pretty sure.
You can probably do it better than I can.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try. Do you? So you've been here for a few years. Have you gone to the festival, the Dia de los Muertos here? Dia de los Muertos.
I've been every year since I've been here. Freaking love it. Last year my family got to come too, so that was fun for them to just be here and enjoy it.
It's like developed like year after year. They're just getting better and bigger, and it's pretty awesome. Yeah, a couple of my close friends kind of like helped start the HBA, Hispanic Business Alliance, which kind of, I think, started this Dia de los Muertos festival. And it started, I think, as like one little part of a street, and now it's like all of downtown, which is cool.
It's probably, I have my favorite festivals here, and that's probably, I'll say that's
second. Okay.
So maybe number one. I don't know.
Okay, let's do that real quick.
Yeah.
We'll do a ranking, right?
All right.
Of the festivals. And the first one I say, you got to rank it, let's say 1 through 5.
Where it's at? Okay,
1 through 5,
I can
right?
rate it 1 through 5. Okay, go
so
for it.
First one I would say is Wine and Sangerfest.
Oh, I like Sangerfest. That's a 5. That's
5?
like fun. Come on.
So that's your favorite.
Oh, it's like
so like number 1 is your favorite. So
I'll say that's. How many are we doing?
5 is just 5.
Okay, fine. I will say that is.
I don't know if I have more than 5
3.
in my head. Okay, 3. And then we got Wasselfest.
That's 1.
Wasselfest, top Wasselfest. You like the Christmas and all that, yeah.
And it's so beautiful downtown. It's so
nice. It is, yeah. And it's nice, man. 1 year, we're all getting off track. 1 year, and I was working in insurance. I was at New York Life at the time. I was in my red tie and my shirt, and it snowed a little bit during Wasselfest. That was probably the best Wasselfest that I experienced, like weather-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year was probably the best one, just because like. The whole family was there. Like all of my wife and our work schedules like are just more like in line and tune and flexible, and like there's no like leashes attached per se, right? So anyway, that's your number 1.
Yeah.
All right, next one is Wurstfest.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to rearrange this. I'll say Wurstfest is number. You know what? That's gonna be my number 3. Sangerfest will be 4.
Okay, I'll let you switch them. I'll let you shift them.
Yeah.
Dia de los Muertos Festival.
2.
That's 2, and then I don't even know the last one. There's got to be one. Think of a festival.
Well, there's a Spooktacular. It's not. They still shut it down, and they just like let the kids go from business to business.
I'm sure there's another festival.
I know that there's another
I thought the Rotary Club did something with like a craft beer fest, I think.
You know what? I just don't drink anymore.
We'll just do the 4.
Yeah,
we'll do the top 4. You got a Wasselfest, your number 1.
I mean, I love Wurstfest.
Dia de los Muertos.
And they're all like around the same time.
I forget your order. Anyway.
Yeah.
Go visit all of them if you're in New Braunfels.
Yes.
They're a fun time.
They are so much fun.
Yeah.
Wurstfest, you have to get potato pancake.
Yeah. Rotary Club.
So ooh, and pork chop on a stick.
Man, speaking of that stuff, it's totally not in town. It's in Florida, but we went to Disney last year for the first time. I've never been to Disney World. It was fantastic. I cried watching the fireworks, right? Yes. It was awesome, man.
It is a moment, especially if you didn't. Have you ever? Well, was it your first time?
My first time. Mine and my kids and my wife, she only went when she was like 10 or something, right? So it's been a long time.
I was an adult on my first time, and as soon as we walked in and I saw the castle, I started crying.
So what was really like very meaningful, I had emotional experiences throughout my time there, because like my wife's favorite Disney movie is Beauty and the Beast. So any Beauty and the Beast, I think about her and like how beautiful she is, and she's Belle, right? And I'm the Beast, right? Yeah. And so we were at Epcot, and they have a Beauty and the Beast like little show, like it's the actual cartoon, and it's like LeFou is like actually a good guy. He's not like Gaston's bad sidekick guy. Like overall, he's a good guy. He tried to hook up Belle and the Beast.
Oh, okay. So
anyway, we're like watching it, and like I'm like there, like I'm getting emotional for my wife, and she's like not, because she's trying to be tough or whatever. I'm like, oh man, it's like we're at Disney watching your Disney movie.
Yeah.
And then at Magic Kingdom, we did the whole park. We went around, and then like we didn't know how like serious it was. People were like saving their spot like at 5 o'clock for an 8 o'clock fireworks show.
Yeah.
So we're like, we see it from the side, and so we're like, okay, let's walk and try to get a better view. And then they start moving you backwards. We're like, oh no. But as they're playing the music and the songs, and like, I have, my daughter and my son, and my daughter loves Frozen and Moana, and she's 13 now. She'll still watch them. And, my son has his movies, but like, I was emotional for them and for me, because like of the memories of watching Frozen and Moana, and then being there with the fireworks and just all the magic.
Yes.
It was awesome.
Disney is magical. It is so, yeah.
But why I brought up Disney is because the whole time we were there and I didn't buy one and I totally regret it as I didn't buy a turkey leg. I kept smelling them. And my wife was like, do you want one? I was like, nah, I don't want one. And then like.
You got to go back. Missed opportunity.
And now I'm just only going to go back for the turkey leg.
Yeah.
We can get them here at Worst Fest or at the fair, I think. I think the JCs do the turkey legs.
They're good. My husband, we bought a bunch one time and he smoked them.
Yeah.
They were so good. Can't go wrong with a turkey leg.
Yeah. Tell him he's going to have to do that for like a company party.
I know,
and then we'll be part of
He would have loved to.
Yeah. We'll sponsor the foil to hold it out.
The foil. My in-laws, oh my gosh, they are so wild, but I love it so much. When they go to Disney, and the first time I went was with them, like with my husband and his whole family. You open the park. Like we get there before the park opens. And it's nice because they open up the shops. Like you can walk in and you're in the shop area and you get your Starbucks or you get your coffee, whatever. And you kind of wait around and then they open the park. They haven't opened the rides yet, but you can go to like your first one.
Yeah.
So they're there at the beginning and they shut it down. We're there all day.
That's
and then there's nowhere to really sit. Like
for real.
So you got to have good shoes. And we'll do it for like a few days. So it's like, I think I lose weight.
Dude.
when we go.
Yeah.
But
you'd be hurting for sure.
Yeah.
Jeez,
it's the best time.
You go to Universal too when you go to Florida or no?
The last time we didn't, but the time, like my first time we did.
Yeah.
And Harry Potter World. Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
I want to go back.
Yeah, that was cool too because my son and my daughter, but my son really took to Harry Potter. I think 2 years ago or so, my wife, you women are awesome. Y'all are very like creative and nurturing, right? And so she had the idea to have a Harry Potter feast for their first time to watch Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, right?
Yeah.
So I had brought a table in from the garage and we had like rotisserie chicken. So we're like, eating it with our hands and
so cool.
all the different like Harry Potter, like Quidditch broom with a little thing. And
you have a Harry Potter party.
And so it was awesome. And then he we watched the first two together and he watched them all. He loved it. And so going there, I was like, it was first off, it's if you don't know where it's at, like you got to figure out how to get to Diagon Alley, right? And so I went in first and I was like, okay, hold on. I want to like record your reaction coming in, right?
Aw.
Yeah, I mean, it's just cool. It's just like magical. Well, now they have the new Ministry, Ministry of Magic.
I want to go.
Yeah, Disney, if you watch this, sponsor us.
I know,
maybe you can send our families to go. We'll give you a good review. We'll do a video or something, right?
My same thing with my stepdaughter. I came into her life when she was 10, so she's already seen some of the movies. But then we were driving back from I don't even know where we were driving, where we started watching all the movies together, and then on the last movie. It was like watching it all over for the first time, right? So like the last movie, I did a Harry Potter party where we could watch it and like really enjoy it together.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I like doing things like that. Happy Gilmore, we had a Happy Gilmore party for Happy Gilmore 2. I like to be very festive. Yeah. Like if we're going to do something, we're going to do it.
Why not?
Like,
enjoy things,
enjoy
man.
it, yeah.
And life is, here while we're here. Let's enjoy
a Harry Potter feast, that's a good idea.
It was cool. And so
maybe I'll do that this year.
And we've seen stuff on TikTok too. So like, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Hook with Robin Williams where he plays Peter Pan.
Yeah, that's like one of the best movies
It's
ever.
like one of my wife's, she introduced me to it.
Your wife got to hang out because I feel like we would get along so well.
And so there was a thing on TikTok we saw because, like, if you haven't seen the movie, sorry, it's like 30 years old. Spoilers, right?
You got to watch it.
But the part where he's like finally coming into his groove and they're eating their feast and he's like, there's nothing in this bowl. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Then he like flicks it at Rufio and... But I saw a family did like the feast of like just different like
that's cool.
color or whatever, however you make it, whip, but
that looks all right. Okay, that's a good
There's
idea
that
too.
one. I forget what. There's a few that we saw that we wanted to do. Oh gosh, I can't remember. Anyway.
Yeah.
Home Alone, I think, is one that people have done too, like the pizza and the big thing of ice cream. You can actually go to. I think you can go to that hotel in New York and have that experience. I think they.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
We went to New York for Christmas. Was it last year?
Yeah, how is that? We've wanted to go.
It is. I will say, there's a ton of people. Like it for sure.
Yeah.
And New York is always busy, like for sure. But during Christmas, it's even crazier. But it is like, it's like Disney. It's like a dream. Like, oh, I want to be in New York during Christmas, see all like the displays,
Rockefeller Center or whatever.
Yes, goes ice skating. It's definitely like a bucket list thing that you got to do.
Yeah, we will. We'll do it.
Yeah.
But we want to, I don't know. The decision now is like, all right, which one's next? Because we love Disney so much, we want to go back. I know. But then we also want to go to Tokyo Disney.
Yeah.
My buddy is there, I think right now, or he's coming back. Like randomly, amazing. My wife's like, hey, he's in Japan right now at Disney. I'm like, what? Yeah. That's awesome.
We went to our big trip. We went to Vietnam in 2022. Mm-hmm. And it was me, my husband, and my stepdaughter. And that was amazing. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. I think you hear a lot of people going to like Thailand, but Vietnam is where it's at. Highly recommend.
Yeah. My mom's been a few times.
Yes.
And then a pickleball buddy of ours, he's actually, I think he's from there. He's actually leaving like next week to go. And he's so cool. He's like, oh, I'm going to bring you guys back some stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. Thanks. Yes.
Yeah. My husband, one of his best friends, he's from Vietnam. That's why we would go with him. Mm-hmm. And their New Year's is, I think, in February.
Oh, cool.
So like his wife, she's probably going to leave in November, I think. And then she'll stay until February, and then her husband, our friend, he'll go. That way he's there for their celebration.
That's cool.
Yeah. I want to go back. I know, there's so many trips. I was like, I want to go back there. I want to go to New York again. I want to go to London. My stepdaughter wants to go to London, so I want to take her. And then we do love Disney. That's always a plus. I love the mountains, so I like to go to Colorado. I haven't been in a while, but mountains are thing. I love them. I'd prefer the mountains over the beach.
Oh, wow.
Are you a mountains or beach person? Do you have a preference?
I don't think I've been to the mountains more than once. And the only mountains I went to was in Ruidoso, New Mexico. So we went skiing, but I was like probably 12 or something or 11. Yeah. And I think I got like altitude sickness or whatever you call it.
Yes.
So like I'm like, I'm not a thrill seeker like that. Like, I don't really ride roller coasters.
He plays it safe, guys.
I'm a safe guy. Your loans are safe with me, guys. You will get approved. But even like on skiing, I was, 11 or 12, and I'm just on the little bunny slopes.
Yeah.
Just playing this because I want to say either right before that, I don't know if you remember Sonny Bono, Sonny and Cher. Mm-hmm. He died skiing. Like he hit a tree or something like that.
Do you have that as like?
Well, I mean, I'm this guy is like skiing down a slope and you hit a tree. Like I've never been skiing. Like I ain't gonna try that. You crazy?
Yeah. I don't like skiing.
Yeah.
But I think it's the same thing too. Of like if you do it as an adult, I don't know. I think if I went back and tried it again, because I went when I was like 19, 18 or something. I think if I tried it now, I'd enjoy it more. But I don't like the feeling of like that I can't control my legs. I don't know. It's just like uncomfortable. I'll go party at the base of the mountain.
Right. Hey, I'll see you.
Yeah,
down
like
here.
Y'all go enjoy. I'm gonna be here hanging out. Yeah. Because they always have like a DJ down there.
Oh, okay.
So it's like.
I mean, I was too young. I didn't party when I was then. I was hanging out with my mom like and 12. My dad and my brother, and we're just like, wearing the goofy hat, and then go hang out. And it wasn't even really snowing. I think they had to have like a snow machine to have extra snow.
Oh yeah.
On the mountain, because it's New Mexico. So.
Powder. I like Breckenridge, like the shops. Mm-hmm. But that's like the thing that I like. I was like, I want to go. I want to experience, like, eat somewhere cool, have some hot cocoa, and that's cool with like, or even doing like the like sledding. That's cool. But I also like I just like hikes. So when it's no snow, but it still feels good out. Yeah. Hiking is. You get some really beautiful views.
I'm sure, yeah. It would be cool. I wouldn't be totally against it. I mean, I've hiked Panther Canyon here in New Braunfels, if you haven't been there before.
Level, difficult.
Level, infant level difficulty.
It is nice, though, yeah. Panther Canyon is nice.
I don't know. When I was in middle school or something, I think some kids, there's a rumor, like, oh, there was an actual panther. I saw it in the tree. I'm like... Always keep your eyes open out there. Never know what you'll see out there.
I like it out there. It is a good trail. It is nice.
It's nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna think of that next time. Like, there's a panther out here, guys.
Yeah, like you won't believe what I saw. Hey, you can use that for a marketing video. You may not find a panther out here, but I'll find you the best deal on your home. That's right. Come on, deal. Call Vanessa. Well, we'll wrap up here. I'll let you do a shameless plug to yourself of your businesses or what people, how they can contact you.
All right. Well, Vanessa Pizana, your realtor with Epic Realty. Austin through San Antonio, buy, sell, invest. Give me a call, 512-944-7684.
Awesome. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.